Hi, Doug here. Recording a video about flashlights. If you want to hear about flashlights, keep watching. This is actually a recommendation video for someone online who has been asking for a recommendation on flashlights. He's an audio engineer and looking for a very specific, simple flashlight. And I wanted to point out, I'm going to be talking about Olight, but I'm a Sofren fan. So this is the Sofren SC31 Pro. This thing has an operating system in it. It gets really complicated if you want it. But what I want to point out to the person who I'm talking flashlights with is that this also has a simple mode. So if you just want to push the button and get a light, it doesn't remember the brightness. I'm not going to talk about this one, but it's one to consider at some point. The one I'm going to talk about is the Olight clip, because being an audio engineer, you're going to be in dark situations. Now, your ask was a simple rechargeable flashlight, I'm assuming rechargeable, that you could push on and off, and that's not too bright. This kind of fits the bill. Kind of doesn't, because there are several modes to this. However, as an audio engineer, this Olight clip may interest you. Now, this is the original. They now have a Pro version, and I think that one would be more appropriate for you because it has a little switch on the side. For instance, this is an Olight arc felt, and the arc felt has this switch. So right now, if I push the button, I'm going to get a green laser. But and it tells me how much juice is in the battery, and it's got a special. This is kind of a negative to me because you have to have their cable. You lose that cable or it gets damaged, you can't charge your flashlight. I like the USB-C, but this works fine. The positive is I can also clip this to metal things. You know, I'm working on the hood of the car, boom, it'll stay there. It's a magnetic back end. Anyhow, this has two other modes. This one the one I bought happens to be ultraviolet. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the regular light. There's ultraviolet. Ultraviolet, and this is the flashlight. Now it remembers the last brightness you had, and I happen to have this one pretty bright. So I mean, I can hold it down. There's the dim. I think had I held it down to turn it on, it would have gone into moonlight mode. Not the light for you, but what I'm saying is this same switch is now on the Clip Pro, where you can select narrow beam, wide beam, and red light, I think. As an audio engineer, you want that red light, I would suspect. So what I want to point out with this one, it's a clip. Clip it on your shirt, lapel, whatever. If you have a ID badge, it goes on a key ring, or it can hang here. It's magnetic, so if I had something metal, I could clip it to it. So if you're working at your soundboard or whatnot, you can clip it up on something. It's very versatile, very lightweight. I think this one's 30-something grams, and the new Pro one is closer to 50 grams. USB rechargeable, recharges in an hour and a half. Now, I haven't played with this one in a while, so let me see if I can remember the modes. You wanted something simple on and off. There is, there's the USB rechargeable. This is the on-off switch. So if I just press it once from the off state, there are, again, you wanted simple modes. If you never think about the other modes, it's just on, off. It doesn't remember the brightness. I mean, you could turn it on and hold it down to make the brightness different, and it will remember where you are. If I hold it down, it's going to come into moonlight mode. If I'm off and I double click, this is the one I think you'll need. It's got a red. And I mean, if you're working in a dark theater or something, you don't want the white light. You want the red. You want something like that. Now, there's a beauty in this too. There are three modes. There's the white light, there's the red light, and then there's a strobing. So from the on mode, if I do a either red or white, if I do a triple click, I'm going to get a strobe. I love this about this thing because if I'm out running or riding a bike or something, or you're in an industrial environment where you need to have some safety, that's what you got. Now, of course, everybody knows from the off position, you do the triple click, you get the seizure mode. So it has that. It has the flashing of the white flashing for just a slow strobe. I don't see that in a lot of flashlights. And it's got the white flashing from the off position into the triple thing. But here's another one. If you're off and you double click, oh wait, that is the red. Let me remember how to get to it. If I'm on and I double click, that's red. From the red, if I hold it down, it'll go to a flashing mode. So again, if you're a bicyclist or something, you want to be kind of safe, you can do that. Again, your request was a simple light with no modes. You still have that with this because from the off position, one click of the button, it's a light. Holding down the light is the moonlight mode. But what I think will be valuable to you, from the off position or the on position, a double click gets you to the red light. Whoops. It remembered the last mode, so I'm going to hold it down and get it back to solid. Double click, red light. I think that's a beautiful little light for you.